The Pittsburgh Steelers have stunned the NFL world once again, making a surprise move that could have a major impact on their struggling offense. In a dramatic twist, the team has officially signed wide receiver Parris Campbell, a player whose speed, agility, and big play potential could provide the spark the Steelers desperately need amid their ongoing receiver crisis. The decision comes at a critical time for the team, as injuries and inconsistent performances have left the receiving core thin and fans growing increasingly concerned about the team's offensive capabilities. Campbell's arrival is not just a roster move, it signals a shift in strategy for a team looking to reignite its passing attack and stabilize its season after a series of frustrating setbacks. Campbell, who has experience with teams that value dynamic receiving threats, brings a combination of quickness and field vision that can stretch defenses vertically and horizontally. He's a player capable of turning short passes into explosive gains, which is exactly the kind of weapon the Steelers need right now. Over the past few weeks, the Steelers' wide receiver group has been hit by a slew of injuries, leaving the team vulnerable and limiting quarterback options.
This has put added pressure on the coaching staff and the offense as a whole, forcing them to adjust game plans week after week in an attempt to compensate for the missing pieces. Campbell's addition addresses both the depth and versatility concerns, providing Pittsburgh with a reliable target who can line up both outside and in the slot, depending on the matchup.
Fans have been vocal about the team's offensive struggles, particularly in the passing game. The Steelers' wide receivers, who were expected to be a strength of the team, have underperformed at critical moments, leading to mounting frustration from the fan base. Critics have pointed to dropped passes, missed assignments, and a lack of chemistry with the quarterback as reasons for the team's struggles. With Campbell now in the mix, the hope is that his ability to create separation and make contested catches will alleviate some of these issues, allowing the quarterback to distribute the ball more effectively and put more pressure on opposing defenses. This move also demonstrates the Steelers' commitment to being proactive rather than reactive in addressing their problems, sending a message that the front office is willing to act decisively to improve the roster. The timing of Campbell's signing could not be more critical. With several key games looming on the schedule, the Steelers need every advantage they can get to remain competitive. Their offensive line has been under scrutiny, and the quarterback has faced relentless pressure, making the presence of a dependable receiver even more important. Campbell's ability to get open quickly and make plays in traffic can help mitigate some of the challenges posed by a struggling offensive line. Additionally, his experience in high-pressure situations means he can step into a chaotic situation and make an immediate impact, which is precisely what Pittsburgh needs as it fights to stay in playoff contention. Beyond the immediate on-field impact, Campbell's arrival could have a positive effect on team morale. A mid-season addition like this can energize a locker room, especially when players see that management is actively working to support them. The Steelers have faced numerous challenges this season, including injuries, unexpected losses, and questions about the offense's identity. Bringing in a player of Campbell's caliber shows a commitment to winning and provides a tangible example of how the team is working to address its shortcomings. Players often respond positively to moves like this, as it reinforces the idea that they are part of an organization that values competitiveness and is willing to invest in talent to achieve success. It's also worth considering how Campbell fits into the Steelers' offensive scheme. Historically, Pittsburgh has relied on receivers who can run precise routes and create mismatches in critical moments. Campbell's skill set complements this approach perfectly. His ability to read defenses, adjust routes on the fly, and gain yards after the catch makes him a versatile tool for the coaching staff. Whether the team wants to use him in short yardage situations, as a deep threat, or in screens and trick plays, Campbell offers options that previous receivers on the roster have struggled to provide consistently. This flexibility is invaluable in a league where defenses are increasingly complex and adaptive. Campbell's signing also has implications for the team's future planning. While the immediate goal is to address the current crisis, his presence could influence roster decisions moving forward. Younger receivers on the roster now have the opportunity to learn from a player with experience, while also feeling the pressure to elevate their performance. Competition within the receiving corps is healthy, pushing everyone to perform at a higher level. This kind of internal drive can be the difference between a team that barely scrapes into the playoffs and one that makes a serious run in the postseason. Of course, integrating a new player mid-season is never without challenges. Chemistry between a quarterback and a receiver doesn't happen overnight, and there will be a period of adjustment as Campbell learns the playbook, builds trust with the quarterback, and finds his rhythm with the team. However, Campbell has demonstrated resilience and adaptability throughout his career, and there's every reason to believe he can quickly become a reliable weapon in Pittsburgh's offense. Coaches will likely prioritize getting him comfortable in the system during practices, ensuring that when game day comes, he's ready to contribute immediately. Analyzing the broader NFL context, this move highlights the growing trend of teams addressing positional weaknesses dynamically rather than waiting for the offseason. Injuries are an unavoidable part of football, and teams that can respond quickly with impactful signings often gain a competitive edge. The Steelers' decision to bring in Campbell reflects a proactive front office mindset, one that values adaptability and recognizes the importance of timing and roster management. It's a bold step, and if successful, it could serve as a model for other teams facing mid-season adversity. From a fan perspective, this move injects hope and excitement into a fan base that has endured a roller coaster season. Seeing a new player with the potential to make explosive plays can reignite enthusiasm and bring renewed energy to discussions around the team. Campbell's speed and playmaking ability naturally create highlight reel moments, which can boost both morale and engagement. For fans following the team closely, there's a renewed sense that the Steelers are committed to turning things around and that the organization is willing to take risks to improve the team's fortunes. Looking at the numbers, Campbell's career statistics indicate a player capable of producing when given the opportunity. While he has faced injuries and setbacks in the past, his underlying talent and versatility make him an asset capable of changing the dynamic of a game. Analysts will be watching closely to see how the coaching staff utilizes him and whether he can replicate his previous successes in a new environment. His presence could also open opportunities for other players, as defenses are forced to account for his speed and field-stretching ability, potentially creating mismatches elsewhere on the field. In conclusion, the Steelers' signing of Parris Campbell represents a pivotal moment for the team. It addresses immediate concerns in the receiver room, injects talent and experience into a struggling offense, and demonstrates the front office's willingness to act decisively in response to adversity. Campbell's arrival brings hope for improved offensive production, renewed energy in the locker room, and a potential spark for the team's fans.
While challenges remain in terms of chemistry and adaptation, the opportunity for Campbell to make an immediate impact is significant. For the Steelers, this move is about more than just adding a receiver. It's a statement that the organization is committed to competing, innovating, and making the necessary adjustments to stay relevant in a highly competitive NFL landscape.
As the season progresses, all eyes will be on Campbell and the Steelers' offense to see if this surprise move can deliver the results the team desperately needs. Fans, analysts, and opponents alike will be watching closely, eager to see whether Pittsburgh can turn its fortunes around with this bold acquisition. One thing is certain: Parris Campbell's signing has injected a sense of urgency, excitement, and possibility into a team that needs it more